Real quick, everyone, this video is indeed for your educational purposes only. In December 2025, I had a TikTok reading with Quatita Dean and her daughter. And you can see at the bottom where it says YouTube. Let me go ahead and just circle it just to make it. Right there. It says 25/12/17, which is December 17, 2025. People just didn't know. I don't know. So, and the reading was for 2026. It's like a 2026 forecast. I forget what they called it at that time, but it was basically events that will be taking place in 2026. Now, I just want to say this real quick, and I'm not saying it to be rude. I'm just simply saying, if you're not listening, you're not going to learn anything. And if you don't learn anything, you're not going to grow. I always say that. Listen, learn, grow, so you can live a better simulation. Or if you may understand it as live a better life. So, and as I've said countless of times, I've been rocking with Quatita for several years. At least 2017, maybe 2018. But it's several years. And when my husband transitioned, all hell broke loose with me mentally. So, but the whole point is, you can have a spiritual reading, or the information could be given to you, and like this is almost like a blueprint. But if you're not following the instructions, then things are just not going to magically happen. You still got to do the work. I'm going to press play so you can listen to both parts without any interruptions. Real quick, everyone, there's going to be two parts in this. This is a future 2026 reading for myself, given to me by Quatita Dean and her daughter, Toddy. So I'm going to go ahead and press play because I just kind of want to have it just two videos. It's 6 minutes and 30 seconds, but I just skipped ahead to the part where the reading begins for me. Tagging the real Quatita Dean in this video. So if you want a reading, follow her on TikTok and go to her website. Okay, jump right into it. Go ahead. I got the Magician, the Devil, and the Hangman. All major arcana cards, so I just want to point that out. I feel like with these three cards, 2026, Spirit needs you to step into your magic. Seeing yourself as the magician in your story is really going to help you kind of knock some things down when you realize that you create your environment around you, and just kind of tap into that in manifesting certain things. I got the Devil as well, so I feel like 2026, you allow yourself to become the magician will allow you to break these toxic cycles that surround you. And again, see things for what they are. I also got the Hangman too. Validation of you finding your peace and finding your zen, so that you can also approach situations with a better understanding and emotional communication and intelligence and stuff like that. So I feel like 2026 for you is really stepping in and manifesting certain things and breaking certain cycles and finding your zen. So that all around you are just handling things better and you are understanding things better. And you are changing your environment. And I feel like, of course, everybody wants a different environment. 2026, I'm doing this, I'm doing this.
forgiveness. But I just genuinely feel like Spirit is saying you can have the 2026 that you.
This is part 2 of 2026 reading.
Feel like Spirit is saying you can have the 2026 the year you want if you step into this magic, this power that you have. I so agree. Why? Because our cards almost match. We don't have the same cards, but they have the same meanings pretty much. So I have the Three of Swords. So all of the repressed emotion coming into the Star card is, your renewed faith, leaving behind the despair. Because of the grief that you have suffered and the grief that you have been in and the despair and the loss of being enthused about life and all of these different things. I feel like it's about you ending this grief that you have been in and the despair that you have been in this year. Because I agree with the leisure time that came out for you as well. So because of leaving behind the despair in 2026, Tiffany, and the grief and all of that, and learning to love yourself and getting your mental to a place where it needs to be, okay? I do feel like you're going to be birthing something new, giving birth to a better understanding of life and new understanding and something to do more with work or business, and allowing yourself that change that's going to be coming. Now, I also got the renewed love as well. So you're going to be loving yourself, and that's me, my sexy self on there. Just in case y'all didn't know, that's me, my sexy self on there. You're going to be finding yourself. I feel like it's okay now for you to open up your doors to being happy and being abundant and starting to digress out of the grief and allowing the memory of your spouse to remain, but allowing yourself the space to be open to love again. Okay? Because I also got the Fool's card, new beginnings, and just you're innocent in all of this and taking a leap of faith and allowing your space to be open to being new in 2026 and allowing yourself that wholeness and being mentally and spiritually in alignment. Here, I'm looking at that. Let me show you. The Governor of Pentacles as well is bringing out to me here. But allowing that and giving.
Okay, so listening to everything that Quatita said and her daughter said during this reading that I had done on TikTok, right? I had it and I went to one of her lives and I just purchased one, right? So if you ever see her live and you're in need of those type services, that will be a good time to purchase one during the live because she runs specials during the live. So, and everything that she said was absolutely true. This was in December 2025, and now we're in late August 2026, or middle of August 2026. And that's why I always say, listen, learn, grow, so you can live a better simulation or better life, however you understand that. And if I didn't listen to her and I didn't take the things that they were saying into consideration and continue to move forward, I wouldn't have been able to write 2 books and have those books published. I wouldn't have been able to start the additional businesses and just get back to me. And everybody experienced grief differently. But for me, it was extremely difficult. It just wasn't impossible. And here I am today. And I still show gratitude to her. So I'm going to tag her real account so you'll know that you're following the right person. If you do decide to get a reading from anybody, if you're not following the blueprint, then you kind of need to expect you're not going to get anything at the end of the day. Things don't magically happen for me. I still got to do the work. A lot of work. Like scrolling to find this video. It took me a while to get it, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. Enjoy your evening.